And all right, cool. Y'all dancing still? All right. I thought we were over that. Remember, not everybody watches on YouTube. Okay, guys.
True.
What up?
What up, everyone? Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy, where Tony wishes he could do an intro like this. My name is Eddie. This
Where
time,
Tony wishes he was the host?
yeah, this time, not as usual, but I have, well, I guess as usual now, I have Willis,
Yo.
the other levels. Not the other levels, you're the levels because you're here.
Oh.
I got Tony
What up?
and Edgar.
What's up?
Hey, Edgar, I should say as usual, Edgar. Edgar is like now like perfect attendance over here. Stop,
Damn, you got a gold star, Edgar.
yeah, stop.
Thank you, sir.
I'm hating. I need one of those.
Yeah.
You know who I wish had perfect attendance? Chicharito.
I don't
Hate on the
think.
man, bro.
I don't think that's fair. We'll get there, but I don't think that's fair.
Come on, bro. He didn't have a ride last year. Leave him alone.
So there was a game today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess so.
So,
yeah.
Apparently.
I mean, the Galaxy took on their toughest test this season, the Seattle Sounders. If you listen to the midweek episode, first off, thank you. Second off, second, you shouldn't be too surprised, right? Willis gave you some optimism, and that's
I did. I was just trying to rile the people up. Get the people going.
Yeah, and that's what we'll get into. And we said it, and you know what? I'm proud of you guys, except Tony, because he wasn't there. And we said it was going to be a loss, but not a bad loss. And although it was 3-0, it wasn't, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense right now, but it may be in a few minutes after we start talking about the game. It will.
Yeah.
It's a 3 loss, but I walk away with a lot, I guess. Well, some questions as well.
Some questions, some answers, mostly disappointment. Either way, we yeah, this
This is definitely a learning curve, man. We're just gonna look at the positives, which is put Zubac in the lineup. Put him in the lineup. We'll do better, and then we'll go from there. But honestly, fucking Galaxy, dude. But I mean, what else did we expect? We're playing against Seattle, dude. We know Seattle's strong, and they pretty much did exactly what I thought was gonna happen, and we couldn't honestly. I was hoping for a tie. I was really hoping for a tie, a 0-0, 1-1. I would have been cool with that. That was what I was hoping for, but did it happen? And I'm happy that when we only got 2 goals scored on, because we could have easily gotten like 4 on us or 5 even.
facts.
Yeah, it was. I feel bad for Derek Williams because it was baptism by fire. We were joking about how
Yeah.
like maybe throwing it, cleanly in there,
Sheesh.
But no, it was Derek Williams who drew the card, and
Choose the short end of the stick.
yeah, I mean he had to deal with Rui Diaz and he had to deal with Lodeiro. I mean Lodeiro
What-
came out later, right?
What a way to get baptized too, huh?
Dude,
With Rui Diaz.
Jao
Sheesh.
Pablo. I mean,
it's like if he was a freaking police officer and his first day at work, there's a freaking bank robbery. He's like, fuck.
Now,
You know?
first day at work, he has to deal with the guys from what's the name? Oh my god, that fucking movie. God damn. Never mind. It's late. I'm tired.
It was
It's a crazy movie.
it was training day. Derek Williams was Ethan Hawke in this movie.
You're very nice. I was thinking some other movie, but damn.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Except that at the end of the movie, I would think that Ethan Hawke won. Derek Williams didn't win in this movie.
No.
All right, Eddie, give me the breakdown, though. Who were the starters for that game? bro?
Let's go into the lineup.
Yeah, let's go with the lineup.
All right, cool. So very interesting, right? I'm sure everybody was surprised if you guessed this one. Although I guessed one part. If you guessed this one, then you're a psychic and you should play the lottery. Jonathan Bond in goal. Villafana out left. Derek Williams getting the start at center back as mentioned. Next to Daniel Steres. O'Neal Fisher out right. One of the surprises, and the way they have the MLS site has it, is the CDMs as Efrain Alvarez and Jonathan Dos Santos, Grandsir out left, Julian Araujo out right, Vasquez and his usual Camero, and Chicharito as the solo striker. So whoever wants to take it first, you guys saw this lineup. You already know Seattle was going to be tough. What started going through your head once you saw this very unique, I think, surprising lineup?
My first thought was like, well, that's a very odd formation. I had pushed to have O'Neal Fisher start, and I expected Zubac not to start either because we were talking about how like Galaxy had done well when Zubac was on the field, but you want to throw something different out there to kind of take Seattle off their game because they probably plan like, oh, they're pairing Chicharito up there with Zubac, so we got to do something to adjust to him. But to be honest, it didn't really matter. But I think maybe Galaxy did have some trouble adjusting to this, especially having Derek Williams in the back. He's still getting used to the team, and then having to play against Seattle, like I said, that's a tough draw. We were very fortunate that the score wasn't more elevated, considering that the team looked disorganized. Although it didn't look so bad at the beginning. I was a little surprised that Efra started because he continues to show diminishing returns, in my opinion. But I was also a little surprised that Puy wasn't in there. But I guess Williams, over the Puy. But I mean, going into the game, I didn't feel confident that we were going to win. I was hoping for a better result than the one that we got. But I figured, Vanny and his staff must know something. We trust these guys. And it didn't work. And obviously they had to make adjustments at the half, but that's for later on in the discussion. So, Tony?
You know what? Yeah, you're right though about the whole Fisher thing, man. Like I wanted to see honestly because I forgot what game it was where Fisher was in the back and then Araujo was in the front, but they only played for a little bit of time. It wasn't for
Against New York.
Yeah, it wasn't for it was only for a cool little minute. But I personally wanted to see that duel a little bit more. I mean, unfortunate that it was against Seattle, but I didn't like what I saw, dude. I felt like both of them are kind of immature in a sense, and it just it's built for destruction, dude. Like you need somebody else to like not be that youngin, you know what I mean?
Right.
And at the same time, I was looking at Fisher, dude. Like he was getting overpowered, bro. He like you go up to him, they were just pushing him off the
Yeah, don't go into the game too much right now. Just your initial thoughts on the lineup.
Okay, okay. But point is, but that's what I saw, dude. But going into I saw the lineup, dude, and I honestly was thinking, okay, Vets on the left and Youngins on the right. At least that's how it seems in paper. And it honestly didn't work at all, dude. It looked like a shit show. At first, you're right, though. You mentioned that we did start off pretty good. Like in the first 15 minutes, it looked pretty solid. They were dominating the game, moving the ball, etc. But then that one goal came, that second goal came, and it kind of just went to shit after that, dude. And I mean, I feel sorry for Araujo because I'm pretty sure he got demoralized after they took him out. But
not into the game yet. Just your initial thoughts on the lineup. I know you're jumping ahead. You can't help it.
All right. Yeah, I can't help it, dude. But yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we had too many young people, and I feel like we should have just kept Araujo in the back and had Zubac on the right in front of him, and then work from there. And I also thought I didn't like that they started who did start instead of Depew?
Derek Williams.
Yeah, Williams. I too soon for me. I think they should have. I don't know. Just I didn't like how he looked. He looked out of form. But yeah.
Yeah. A lot of questions for me, at least in the starting lineup. Derek Williams starting today, it was surprising to me. At least in the beginning, I was like, "Damn, you're gonna put in Derek Williams? Has not played in more than 6 months." Coming off an injury, has barely practiced with the squad in a game like this against Seattle or away on turf. It was a question mark for me. I was like, why would you do it this this early, and the only logical explanation that I can come up with is looking ahead to next week. So you're gonna put him in this week or next week, you know?
Yeah.
So that for me was, at least in the beginning of the game, and even during the game, I was like, why Williams, right? But just after the game, kind of thought about it, and that came into my head. So I guess O'Neal Fisher on that right side, that's kind of what we wanted. I didn't think he was gonna put Araujo on the wing, but like you said in the midweek show, Eddie, you throw something new at him. That's exactly what happened. He put 3 new players in the starting lineup this time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think he went for it. He swung for it, right? He swung for the fences, and unfortunately in the first half, he just struck out, and I think he played himself in that lineup. I think he realized it soon, and this is why he made those subs.
Which we'll get to.
After the second half,
But so my thoughts when I saw the lineup, I was like, okay, I got the right. Then I looked at it and I saw Derek Williams and I saw Efra, right? Those are the biggest question marks, I think, right? For me, because I had said that right side should have been the way it started. Derek Williams, you said baptism by fire. I don't know if this is a term, but I'm going to say trial by fire or whatever, because maybe he had a plan. Maybe Vanny knew this game was maybe out of reach this early in the season. And that's why he went with Efra, a guy that, although he was positioned defensively, isn't known for, well, I guess he's known for being offensive, but not much defensive. So he put a guy that hadn't played. He put a guy that doesn't play defensively. So that's where my questions were. And yeah, at first it didn't look bad. But now we can get into the game if you guys like. I actually started feeling optimistic. I was like, well, again, Edgar said it and you repeated it right now. We said it in the midweek show. Something that Vanny knows something that we don't know. And at first, it didn't look too bad. That ball was moving. I was wondering who this team was, right? It was completely opposite of what we seen last year, at least in the beginning of the game.
First 10 minutes.
I was watching it and I was thinking to myself, way Galaxy is going after them is obviously a very optimistic way to begin the game. They're taking it to them, right? They're not going to sit back and let Seattle dictate things. That's good. That's good for us. Only thing missing is to finish in that final third, and it didn't quite just happen. And then the moment Seattle scored, I started getting those same vibes I got when I saw that Seattle-Minnesota game. And I was like, oh no, Seattle was just playing rope-a-dope the whole time. And that goal, when it came in, I mean, it was a good goal. I mean, but still, it came at a time when Galaxy was really starting to build up and starting to, really dominate. And I don't know if you could say it came against the run of play because Seattle, built towards that goal, but it did go against everything that we had seen earlier in the match, where we felt that, hey, maybe Galaxy, could come in there and steal a point, maybe get the win, but Seattle had other plans.
Oh no, Seattle. Wow. Anyways, I mean, yeah, like you said, the first 10, I'll say 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes, they were doing good, man.
Yeah, the Galaxy was controlling the game, controlling the tempo. But Seattle they stood their ground. They played to their strengths. They knew what they were doing.
Seattle kept it basic, bro.
Yeah.
They kept it basic, and they just made they kept it basic, and they made use of their opportunities.
Yeah,
because those opportunities that they had way more opportunities than the ones that they scored. Keep that in mind. They could have easily made 5 on us, dude. And luckily, Bond played an awesome game because none of the goals that they scored on us were his fault. It was all defensive errors, man.
True.
Let me ask you guys something though. You guys said kept it basic, keep it simple. You think I'm gonna give the Galaxy a lot of credit, Vanny a lot of credit. You really think
they were trying to dictate the game?
Yeah, it was only 20 minutes in. It was only 20 minutes, but you think the first 20 minutes that Schmetzer was happy with that? Obviously, Seattle's lethal, and that
I think he was. I think Vanny played into his hand perfectly because all the damage that was done was by his wingers. And that's the system that he's trying to implement now. He's trying to implement that system where his wingers are where he's attacking from, and that's exactly where he got us.
Yeah, both goals were essentially the same play.
So he's exactly what his plan was for Vanny to think, hey, I'm gonna push his wingers back by putting some speed on the wings. Which would happen? He put Araujo on the right, Branson on the left, trying to push his wingers back. And then what? He has the 3 center backs in the back. All they do is spread out and then push their wings up.
Right.
Boom. Got us on the counter every single time. And every single time, that right side, O'Neal Fisher, was getting beat. All fucking day.
Although I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead because, I mean, we're going to talk about the goals. And I know it's Seattle goals and everything, but Fisher did get beat in that first goal. And it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But that second goal, Seattle, what's the guy from Seattle? Brad Smith. He was wide open. I mean, he was so wide open. He had like about a 30-yard diameter completely around him. There was nobody near him. O'Neal Fisher was running down the middle towards the back, and his attention was on the guy carrying the ball. So maybe he got caught ball watching.
That's exactly
because there were two people. There were 2 center backs.
That should have been Fisher and the center back.
But Araujo, I don't know what he was doing, but I think he might have missed a defensive switch or something because he came flying down the field trying to chase Brad Smith down. And by the time he got there, he got completely turned around, ended up on the ground, and it's 2-0 Seattle.
I don't think that's going to be on Araujo just because I think the reason he was sprinting back was to cover that mistake.
Yep.
O'Neal Fisher,
you have to see what happened before that, though. What I'm saying is before.
Yeah. Well, O'Neal Fisher he just was guarding nobody. If you can see, he was there in a spot where there was no man there, and he just kept running into that spot instead of going back, looking back. Oh, I got a man behind me covering that spot. I think that was on O'Neal Fisher and Araujo just trying to cover. So I mean, either way, they both got. So
yeah, I just personally, dude, I like I said, I wanted to see more of that duo, and I did not like what I saw, dude. I feel like they either need to work more together if that's what's going to happen, or keep it how we have it, which is Araujo, keep him in the freaking back, and then either put Zubac for now and then wait for Cabral when he comes or whatever. But nah, dude, like I did not like that duo, dude. I did not like that duo, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was bad.
You can't have both of them at the same time. That's what I mean. You could probably have Fisher and not Araujo, and etc. or vice versa. You could have Araujo but don't have Fisher next to him. You know what I mean? At least that's how I saw it. Because all day, man, all day they were taking them, man, and even on that, I think it was the second goal that they scored when the pass went through Villafaña's side, right? It went to his side, dude. Personally, like he did pretty. He tried to defend that fucking ball, dude. It wasn't like when the goal with against Fisher where it was wide open. He just gave the ball to whoever was there. This guy literally was on his ass. He got the ball through like somehow. But I honestly feel like the people in the middle should have done a better job there, dude, because it wasn't even it was not a complicated ball, dude. They should have done a little bit better.
One of the saddest things.
And Bond stopped the first hit, right? Didn't he stop it? It bounced and then he put it in.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, come on, man. Like Bond's doing his job. Where the fuck's the D? You know, that's the center backs. Whoever the fuck was closest. But I think that didn't fall on Villafaña, dude. I think Villafaña had the best game out of everybody in that. Even Depew had a freaking good game too, but he came in like in the second half, I believe. But I think Villafaña out of the defense, him and Bond were the best players in the whole fucking defense lineup. At least that's how I saw it.
One of the sad things about, because I mean, we gotta call it what it is. That Fisher had a really bad game. But one of the telling signs about how bad his night was that he was getting out muscled. He wasn't just getting out run. He was getting out muscled. There was that one play where him and I forgot who it was from Seattle. It might have been Smith. It probably was Smith.
I think it was Paolo or something.
No, Joe Paulo.
John Pablo.
Yeah.
No, but
I think
I'm pretty sure it was Smith because they were running for the ball. The ball was going to the touchline, and it looked like Fisher was going to get it, and he got body checked into
it was
the
Smith.
boards.
Yeah, it was
Oh
Smith.
my god, it looked bad. He tossed him like a rag doll, and
yeah.
then it was a goal kick. I mean, it was a Seattle, I think, corner or
kick.
something.
Yeah, it was a corner.
How old is Fisher, by the way?
He's still
how old
young,
is
man. He's like
Fisher?
24, 26, something like that.
24, 26? Really?
Somewhere around that range,
I gotta
right?
double check that right now.
I'll figure it out right now while you guys.
Yeah, he is. He's still young, man.
Damn. I felt so bad for him. I was like, dude,
'Cause
you
if
had
that's-
a
'cause
bad
if he
game,
is
you
young,
get thrown, bro.
If he is young, dude, then like the other dude had old man strength over
Old
him.
man
you know?
strength. Hey, that's a real thing, bro. That's
It is
a real
a thing.
Don't you underestimate that. It's a real thing. Trust me.
Don't you underestimate me, boy.
Exactly.
Power.
I've been on the end on both sides, bro, where I've gotten punked and I've punked somebody because of my old man strength, bro. Trust
So
me.
he's 29.
Oh, all right, he's an
Oh,
old man already
shit.
himself too. What the hell?
By the way, everyone, I'd like to welcome one of our friends, Diego, here on the show. He was
Hey!
here.
Oh, Diego.
Deuce.
Diego's chilling in the corner there. No one puts Diego in the corner.
Seriously.
yeah.
Somebody get that dog a Happy Meal.
Nah, sorry.
Someone get that dog some sausages.
I apologize for the dogs. They're
The
a little
dogs are
loud.
upset, man.
Yeah, they are. They're talking about O'Neal Fisher. They heard the conversation. One of them was a fan.
He let the dogs out.
One of them's a fan. The other one isn't. But anyways, I just want to touch on that too. It was. Do you guys ever think that O'Neal Fisher maybe felt that pressure? Remember he played for Seattle.
That is true.
You know what, dude? If I want to talk about somebody feeling the pressure, I think the person that felt the pressure was the person that was playing in the middle, which was that little kid that I always say that should be growing
And
up.
Dueño de McDonald's.
Yeah, the little kid
Christ,
that
dude.
should be growing. Yeah, dude, it was freaking.
Oh my goodness!
I
You know
gotta
what?
disagree with that.
At this point, we should.
He was
have
the one that
faith
was
in
felt the
him.
pressure, bro. He's the one that felt that pressure.
I
He looked nervous as
100%
shit.
disagree.
And that's why they took him out. And he feels even more like shit. He's like, I'm fucking up, man.
Nah. I think that's strategic.
I just hope he doesn't take it to heart.
Let's go through the goals, each of us. I heard you guys talk about it a little bit. So before we
Go
get
for
to all that, again, it wasn't a bad start. It was. I think we looked great, especially for the chance we gave the Galaxy this in the middle of the week, right? Considering the chance we gave them, we look pretty damn good. But those 20 minutes in, that side was fully open. That side was fully open all day. It was all day in the first half. You have to put that on O'Neal, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
it-
definitely.
no, it's O'Neal, it's Alvarez, and it's Araujo. It was all those in that
It was
side. dude.
O'Neal, bro.
Araujo
I'm
was
sorry.
a little off
That's
today.
it was
Araujo,
O'Neal. It's
I mean,
all on O'Neal.
Way
bro.
off in the beginning.
I mean,
O'Neal
O'Neal
and
was the final
Araujo.
line
It
of
was their
defense.
side, bro. Yeah, it was on both of them, but mostly O'Neal, I think. Mostly O'Neal, but Araujo obviously has a part in it as well. So
Yeah, because he was closest to that side. It was literally
Yeah.
like the youngsters in the right and the more of the vets on the left.
Well,
It literally proved that the youngsters didn't have it together.
if it's
They
that
needed somebody else in there.
if it's
It's the
that
pressure. It's the game that they're in. Come on, look who they're playing.
and they're playing away.
And they're playing away. They're coming off of 2 good wins. They were a bit more confident, especially being young.
Yep.
He tried, man. Hey, props to Benny. He tried, but it failed.
I mean,
It worked.
Yeah.
He adjusted.
If
Props to that too.
if what Edgar says stands true, you're talking about a 30-yard radius, then yeah, it was all three, and the center back.
Go
Yeah,
back
it
and
has
look
to
at
be
that play.
honest.
No,
I mean,
no,
Brad Smith is so wide open, dude.
That's the second one. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confusing
Sorry.
the goals. That first one, no, that
Right,
first
yeah.
one. Come to think of it, the first one goes on the wingers and the center backs.
The
They
center back.
overlapped, took him.
But that-
No,
But
that's
the-
on O'Neal. It's on O'Neal, bro, because he's the one that initially.
No,
got
but no.
taken, and
Why
that's the reason
you
he's
put
wide
it?
open.
Why you put it on the center backs? Is because
No way. No
we
way,
all
because, dude, Rui Diaz made the perfect run. He was running. He was making the fake that he was going to run through for the first pole or into the middle, and it just stopped.
But he has so.
You just got to give him credit.
It's Rui Diaz though.
Exactly.
You know what?
Then what?
I'm looking at the play right now, and Rudias literally stopped.
He stopped.
Right at the
He
goal
stopped.
spot.
He had the
Yeah,
time and
he
space.
stopped.
Yeah.
Like
stopped
he
right at the
literally
goal
just
spot.
stopped.
He knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, he knew
He
what
was
was
going to
gonna happen.
and Fisher, let us down. He let the guy get the ball off.
Yep.
To Rudias was wide open. The center backs are fixated on the guy that was
run,
streaking
on the run.
towards on
Yeah.
the run. There's 3 guys in the back there. If you look at the play, there's 3 guys right above the 6-yard box, and all of them are ball watching.
Yeah.
And
Because-
Rudias
because
is just
nothing.
floating there like as a trailer, perfectly
He's just
spaced.
he
man.
basically
He's
just stopped on the penalty spot,
waiting,
like
dude.
just stopped.
The person that kicked the ball for the goal and the person that passed it both have time and space to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Yep.
That was Brad Smith,
and
by the way.
and
Yep.
the first person you point to, which I agree with Bruce, is O'Neal. He should have stopped that ball from coming in the box or making the run on him or something.
The
you
reason,
know?
the reason I put it in the center backs though is again it's Rui Diaz. One eye stays on Rui Diaz, right? If anything, we'll put it on Williams. Let's put it on Williams because he's learning, right? He's learning the league, and what is it? Trial?
He got
Try-
baptized, bro.
Yeah, he got baptized. Was it? Say it again.
Yeah, baptized in fire. Baby.
Baptized in fire. Yeah. So he's gonna learn who these guys are. I assume on the field, like in the big picture, Steres leans over to help, and that shifts Williams to help. Villafana, and then he gets caught Villafana, and Rui Diaz finds the space between Villafana and Williams.
That was a nice goal, man.
but again, who is it? It's fucking
It's Rui Diaz,
It's
bro.
Rui Diaz, right? So real quick.
Prove it.
So last question. Any blame on Bond on that one?
Hell no.
Nah.
No, you
No,
can't
man.
play Bond.
Dude,
Hey, if anything, he almost got it, bro.
Dude,
He
like
almost
I-
had the ball.
like I told these guys already, man. Honestly, in our defensive lineup, the best players to me was Bond and Villafana. Those were our defensive players of the freaking and Depew when he came in, honestly. But other than that, it was those two because Bond did his freaking job and he stopped so many goals from coming in, dude. And even the second goal, when he stopped it, it's like, where are my center backs to get the ball out? No, the guy came in and he rebounded and he shot it in. You know what I mean? He did his job, bro. He stopped so many balls from coming in. If anything, it should have been a 1-0 game, 1-1 game because Chicha missed his fucking goal. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know that Araujo miss pass was pretty fucking Sunday-ish.
Oh yes.
That fucking miss.
That
Come on,
actually-
That's a Sunday league special.
Hey,
Yeah, you know what?
You know what?
That actually
reminded me of me. I was like, "Whoa, am I playing?
That-
Am I playing?"
and that actually was
That was a Sunday special.
and
He's on Sunday special.
and that was actually when the game was 0-0, yo.
Yeah.
So that Villafana, Villafana, sorry, that Araujo miss, man,
It was
he,
horrible. The play was fucking perfect.
yeah, he's a
It was a
Yeah.
perfect fucking play.
He's-
Literally, that's the first thing they teach you. Where's your first touch? He was completely off.
Yup.
No, that was non-existent. It wasn't off. It was
he was
non-existent.
complete- dude,
He literally
yeah.
whipped it.
You can make the excuse that he's a defender or whatever you want. But no, you
Nah.
make it to that ball. If your
can
excuse is that you're a defender, that first touch is not setting you up for goal. But you get to that ball. You get
Yep.
to that ball.
You could only use that excuse if you play FIFA, bro. If you have Araujo and you play FIFA, okay, maybe he does kick the ball like that. You know what I mean?
No, that was pretty bad. That was bad. I was like, "Fuck, Rocco,
you look
why?"
at that play, you're just like, what the fuck?
dude." And that honestly, that would have been the goal right there for sure.
Yeah.
That's a
Momentum
goal.
change, everything shifts, bro. Everything shifts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ni modo, way.
It's okay. We need this wake up call.
No,
Yeah?
no se puso.
No,
No se puso, man.
the episode is called Reality Check. Diego, you're a little late.
And this was it.
Definitely.
It's definitely a reality check. Yeah.
Yes.
First
But
half,
I'd rather
man. First
have
half
the
was very
reality check
bad.
this weekend.
Yeah, honestly, I do feel like I honestly feel like Seattle's a tougher opponent than Levas for sure, dude. So I'm
Who?
glad we had this than Levas.
Fuck them fools.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad we did have this test, or that Vanny put his cards out and he saw what he saw. You know, he made his own assessment because it's better to do this what he did now in this game than to do the same mistake in the Levas game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm assuming he's not gonna nowhere in hell he's gonna make the same lineup that he did today.
Nah.
Against Levas.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. No. Well, he has the Jet as his. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second. But
Yeah, Leggett comes back, right?
goal number 2.
Oh God.
that space
Go back,
becomes a lot
go
bigger.
back and look at the play. It's really.
This falls
I
on the
don't.
center backs, bro. This falls on the center backs because
Well,
you
you
know
also got to. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
because I think I mentioned that already, but Villafaña literally was on his in front of him, on his ass, dude. He got the ball somehow through the fucking defender, and it was kind of like in a slow mo, weird momentum for the center backs to just kind of kick it out. The fucking dude got the ball, he kicked it, Bond did an amazing job, saved it, first stoppage, but nobody was there again. The center backs weren't there to get it out, and the same person that just shot it got a rebound and scored a goal. And that has nobody's, it's literally nobody's fault but the center back at that point when it's a rebounded ball like that because they're the closest to that ball.
Mm.
At least that's how I see it.
We're watching the breakdown, man. I don't know.
You know, the thing that bugs me the most about that play, and I'm sorry I cut you off.
No,
I
go
didn't
ahead,
mean to
dude.
stop you, but the thing that bugs me is, like I said, there's so much space, right?
For that winger to
Yeah,
just
he's running like seriously from the mid from the mid from midfield all the way to the box. He's running like nobody's business, dude. I'm talking like wide open, like Hail Mary pass. This guy, nobody touches him. He could go in there and he could like do the worm.
You know
across the
what
goal
it
line.
is. No, you know what it is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you off now. It's it's a miscue. Cause I'm watching it right now. There's like a positioning, right? Like that. You have
No,
two guys that play right back for Vanny. There's a miscue where they go both run into position, but nobody pays attention to the man. They both actually like lunge at the ball, and they both end up in the ground. The two guys that play right back, and that's what it is. They're both not looking at the man.
No, but
Yeah.
that play should have that run up the run up to the play should have never happened if somebody had bodied him as he was running towards
Exactly, that's my
towards the
point.
net.
That's my
But the
point.
thing is,
It was
somebody in the midfield should have noticed him and like gone over there and picked him up. Instead, he has the freedom to just run in there, get into position, pick a spot, and then just take it in and the rebound. Um, Unfortunately, our guys ended up on the ground. One of the things I remember, one of my coaches used to stress all the time in defense was like, if you're a defender, you always want to try and slide the ball out of there, slide tackle. Don't he goes like the best thing you could do is like always stay on your feet so you're
Yeah.
mobile and you can react better and you could move. You could be in position to block. There you go. A lot of defenders make the mistake to fall to the
Yeah.
ground because they
Yes,
think
that's because that's last
that's the
last
last
resort.
recourse. But
Last
always like,
resort.
work on your
Yeah.
quick feet, so you can try to do something about it. And these guys will ended up on the ground. And what are you gonna do once you're on the ground?
Fuck.
You can't get up
Yeah.
and go and run to
Ya
the
te
ball.
vencieron.
Yeah.
Fuck.
so-
I don't know, that whole run, the way it led up to it, so much space, so much time to
Fuck,
think.
yeah.
What the fuck are they doing?
Is
You're
it-
ball watching.
Is it fair to say that the first and the second goal that they scored on us were literally replicas, just in different sides?
No.
Somewhat.
No, well,
It's the run on the wing, center, and gets in the middle, shoots.
I mean, both
Literally.
of those goals were Brad Smith. I mean, he had the assist in the first one, and he scored the second one. But either Fisher should have been paying attention to him, or somebody in the midfield should have caught him. But instead, it was Araujo coming all the way down, trying
Which
to
is
chase him down.
yeah, which is why I said
and do
that
that every game.
exactly. Which is why Araujo, I was like, I'm not gonna give too much blame because dude, he had to come all the way from the top. We ran that. He actually got to the man. He just overran him and just just missed the ball.
Well,
But that's why I felt like Fisher should have got in better position to at least on the man, dude. Like he was guarding nobody where he was at. Basically, he should have looked back and like, hey, there's nobody here. Let me back up a little bit and maybe get on the man instead of just being in this area where there's nobody there.
I mean, there's also those that it's kind of panic too. You have to realize that goal came 3 minutes apart. They were scrambling and
Yeah,
they were
No, there was
shook.
panic because they realized Brad Davis was so wide open, and at that point, anything goes, man.
Yeah.
fuck Seattle, man.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, Willis, because you pointed out Brad Davis in the midweek show.
I know. I
You know
did. I
what?
told you guys,
You
man.
can't say
No, not Brad Davis. Is it? Brad
you can't say
Davis?
fuck Seattle really because they're
I can.
such a good.
No, we definitely are
I
saying
can
fuck
say it. I
Seattle.
can say
Let me
it.
just say they're a really good team.
I mean
And
it, too.
You see how they did. You know how we were talking about how at the beginning of the game the Galaxy came in there and they were dominating play. They were pretty much pushing the ball as they wanted, except in that final third, right? And I remember I mentioned Seattle was playing rope-a-dope, and Schmetzer's he's so intelligent, right? maybe they just wanted to see what Galaxy had to offer. And when they were like, these guys aren't doing shit, just what, turn the screw and let's take it up to another level and see what we can
Exactly
do
what
to them.
happened.
And after that, it was just Seattle, man. But Galaxy showed what they could do, and it wasn't much. They couldn't capitalize on opportunities. And
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta keep in mind too, man. These guys are playing 5 in the back, so they're stacked, bro. They're not really making it easy for you to come in, dude. They're making going between the lines, dude. It's harder.
Yeah.
So you really got to put in work offensively to get there, And obviously, Galaxy didn't have it. I think they just needed that one other person to spark shit up,
Well, we're missing at least one player.
I mean,
so
they
there's that.
they tried. 3 minutes later, Efra with his best play of the whole game, his only contribution, I would say, gives a great chip pass to Grandsir. And Grandsir, which I would say Grandsir had his better game today. Grandsir missed the one-on-one. So good reaction, right? Again, a team that I don't want to use the term fear, but respect, and it's good. And we didn't let down, right? There was still 25 minutes left in the half, and I think the Galaxy, in my opinion, the Galaxy still dominated that half. It sounds dumb when it's a 2-0.
At least possession
we
wise,
had a
but
lot of possession.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's no point if you're not scoring.
If this was like boxing terms, let's just say the Galaxy controlled the center of the fucking ring, but they didn't punch.
Yeah, basically.
spinning in circles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect analogy. Actually, that's exactly what happened. Yeah,
The little Philly show.
yeah. That's all they did.
Look at this guy. You're gonna take over for your brother, dude. The little dance.
Oh, no, Willis is way better dancer, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, Willis.
you want bachata, man? He got you, dog.
Yeah, Willis just happened to move, so Brian was cheaper, but now, and then Zoom became a thing, and
The salary cap.
and Brian and
The salary cap.
The salary cap wasn't met.
yeah, then Zoom became a thing, and who's not here today, right?
Got that GAM money, baby.
so first half, wrap it up. So here,
Wrap it up.
I think here is where the controversy starts, right?
Controversy.
Yeah. So
Like one of them British guys.
yeah. So the biggest credit all season has gone to Vanny, right? I think the biggest mistake or discredit you give today goes to Vanny as well.
Yeah.
Subs at halftime, right? You agree? You guys agree? I think for the first half, despite the score, we possessed more of the ball. Maybe we didn't we create as much danger, but I think we looked like the better team. As it's dumb as it sounds, but
Yeah, exactly. Dude. We were getting jabs in, controlling the ring, but that fool was getting the more power
and
punches
you can
in,
still,
bro.
but you can still fight, but you can still win the fight.
Yeah, but at that
Obviously,
point,
yeah, exactly,
you had
exactly,
2 shots on
exactly.
goal, 2 goals.
Yeah. Power punches, you got it. You're getting me, bro. I'm controlling the center of the ring. We're fighting, but you're winning, obviously, because you're fucking me up.
Yeah, but
You
then
know what?
But we still have
to
hope.
disagree, though. I have to disagree because, like I said, at the beginning, we were kind of deceived because of the way Galaxy was, controlling the ball, and maybe that lends to that feeling that you have that, we control portions of the game. Maybe Seattle let us control that first part of the game because they wanted to see what we had, to offer.
Yeah.
And they felt confident enough in Frey and their defense to, hold us down. And but the thing is that I felt like Seattle was much more threatening. I don't know if that's the right word, but they looked like they were more threatening when they went on the offensive than we did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Kind of like what Tony said, we were jabbing, they were throwing power punches. And that's fine. I mean, you could jab if you get hit by a jab.
but you can still win
it'll
it.
stop
You
you,
can
but-
still win it in 12 rounds, though. Unless
Yeah, we could have. If Chicha would have made that one goal, we could have probably tied it. Who knows?
I mean,
We
you could-
missed our haymaker, guys. We missed our haymaker.
Come on. Yeah, but Akko would have caught that ball.
There you go.
Yeesh.
That was the worst one.
If Grant Sir could have done something with this one-on-one,
The fucking pump fake.
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, look, the way I saw it, shit. I know you guys were talking shit about Efra, but dude, he was our best player in the first half.
He played good.
I'm not gonna lie. He was our
played
best
good.
player in the first
He
half.
played good.
He had good touches. He had good
He
touches.
was the best
on-
player in the first half. He was the one trying to create, trying to make something out of nothing.
Do you know what? Honestly,
He had the most touches. In the first half.
Honestly, no.
Between him and Vasquez.
I just have to just bring it up, just because you said that. And someone that looked at closely, not gonna say that he didn't do great. And I'm not trying to discredit Efra. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he was most improved, I guess. But I think Jonah finally had a game in the
Thank
first
you.
half. Yeah.
I was about to say, if you're gonna
Well,
mention somebody
yeah,
that did
he
well in the,
did.
in the first half, it was Jonah.
But
Because
yeah,
you started,
expected to.
he looked more noticeable. He looked like he was controlling his area of the field. But I guess, he's only one guy in the middle, right?
Well, that's the thing though. I think the plan was to go 4-3-3. I think the lineup was a 4-3-3. It wasn't a 4-2-3-1. It was a 4-3-3 with Jonah as a defensive mid and Vasquez and Efra as the mids that are pushing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was the line. I think that was the plan. That was a plan for the first half.
No, I don't know. But anyways, let's go to these subs, right? So
Sub them out. Sub them out.
So we go into halftime, 2-0 down, and I don't think a bad performance despite the score. I keep saying it because if you don't know, you don't know.
Because Puro Pinche Galaxy.
Exactly. So Valiant decides to make 3 subs at the half. So he pulls out who's Willis's best player in the first half, Alvarez for Question, Williams for
Horrible
Depew, Williams for Depew, which is not a surprise, and Zubac for Fisher. I guess that's not a surprise either, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the second half starts and that shit
Look more threatening.
We look more threatening.
We did look more threatening.
Oh man, I think
hell no.
I think that game became MLS as fuck, dude.
No,
That's what
I
happened.
mean, I think right away you can tell that Zubac actually made a difference on that side. Somebody who's actually an offensive player instead of having Araujo up there. He was actually out there, quote unquote, as a threat.
You know what? Could I ask you guys right now? It's been 3 games already. Pro, obviously, in the MLS starting games.
Mhm.
What do you think about Grand Sir? Is he the person that you like?
I like
Is he
I like this
like
today.
honestly, dude? Honestly, like you might hate me for it, dude, but I think I would take
Not me. The viewers will, not me.
I think I would take dude. I would take Alessandrini over him at this point, bro.
Oh yeah, I
no,
would.
never mind. The viewers will love
Yeah.
it. Fuck yeah, I love it though.
You wanna keep that argument? I would take Alessandrini over him, but Alessandrini is also a designated player.
Yeah.
True.
You have to weigh
Spencer is
that
a
too.
TAM player, bro.
Yeah.
There's levels to this
Oh,
shit.
You're right. Damn. And that is the argument for just people that say that MLS will never be European top level. That is the reason why, because we're fucking regulated, all right? So shut the fuck up.
That's a whole different
Now,
discussion.
the question of would I take Alessandrini as a TAM player over Grancer? Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah. Yeah, nah, dude. But Grandster, honestly, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of
I
an
saw
assessment of him, man.
flashes today.
Well,
Go
we're
ahead,
3
Diego.
games in. There's
It's
still
it's
time.
kind of hard to judge
Yeah.
his performance today because they're playing on turf. I remember.
Yeah.
And how often are you gonna play on turf?
That's probably the
in
first time
France?
he's ever played on turf. Yeah, you're right.
True.
Yeah, but he is showing signs of improvement. Maybe not at the rate we want him to improve, but you got to think when they're playing Seattle on the road on turf, and I'm not making excuses for him because I've been pretty hard on him too because I was like I expected to a lot better from this guy, especially he played for Monaco, right? Monaco's I mean, I don't know how they're doing at the moment right now, but they were fighting for for the French championship just recently, and I think they were playing in the Champions League as well. So I expect something better to come from Monaco, and so my aspirations were a little higher, and now they're much more humbled, I guess. But he seems to be getting better, and who knows? Maybe against the Levas, he starts to really show some of that work that he's been putting in because he didn't have a chance to really train much at the beginning, but now he's getting some more training time. I think we're going to see the same thing from Derek Williams. He probably was he looked like some like venado that walked into some train tracks, and all of a sudden there was a light, and boom, he run over, and then there's like pieces everywhere, and all the animals in the forest, are like, yeah, meat's back on the menu. Boys.
But that was very yeah.
That was graphic. That was very graphic.
That was yeah.
Well, there he looked. He
I
looked so
saw that
loud.
as you said it.
I mean,
This
we curse on this show, but
this
you
is
gotta relax
rated
on
R,
that.
guys. Rated R.
Man, this is gonna get us demonetized.
Yeah, that was another thing. Somebody else, Logan Jones, mentioned it, and I remember hearing this during the game. Is that one thing that works against Grand Sir, and you gotta put yourself in his shoes. He only speaks French. He doesn't speak English, and apparently the only person on the team that
Clayton.
speaks French.
Bitch, you gonna learn today?
Is Clayton, right? So maybe the guys are like,
Actually,
run,
Edgar,
do
they
this,
said
do this.
that Kleshin is Vanny's translator.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's the
surprised that
reason.
Vanny doesn't speak to him in French, considering that he
that's-
played in
yeah.
French too. But
That's a very underrated fact that he doesn't speak.
That's true.
English.
That-
And you
Because
got,
that-
and you got
that
two
can
more
really-
players
that
coming in.
Exactly. Now you got two more French players still coming in. I think that's the reason why
Makes
maybe
sense.
this
he
is
made
when
these
you
moves.
set some
Makes
money
sense.
aside to
Makes
bring
sense.
Alessandrini in as like a special consultant.
And you pay him 10 money.
There you go. No, that's how you look. That's how you Bruce Arena. This is how you play. This is how you play the game. I'm gonna turn so Diego can see me too.
All right,
This is
go
how
for
you
it.
play the game, bro. You tell Drini, hey, you're coming back for TAM money, right? But
Yeah.
you put him on the books as a teacher, translator, a fucking LA culture educator, whatever you want.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's
That's
a
how you do
language.
it, LA
He's a
stuff.
language concierge.
Yeah.
Yee!
This is your Coachella festival guy.
I forgot he did
Liquor
that,
game
bro.
included.
On an injury too,
Fucking fool.
supposedly.
Nah, man, that would
Bring
be
him back,
awesome
dude.
though.
Bring Drini back.
No, but dude, it
Bring
makes sense
Trini
to
back.
it makes sense to what you're saying, Bruce. It makes sense that's why he's bringing in more French players, maybe. Because if there's one of those French players that
Yeah, you
speaks
gotta bridge that gap.
English, he speaks English and French. There you go. That's how you
Well,
communicate.
they both
with them,
do it.
bro.
I don't know if you've seen it. I mean, they both were like Cheez-Its. So
Could it
I
be
just honestly,
Sega, maybe?
I just asked about Grand Sir because based on the games that I've seen him play, I love his movement. I love the way he opens up spaces and stuff like that. But aside from like that, I haven't seen him do a good pass. I haven't had him do a good shot. Like
Yeah.
I expect a little bit more from him. But I do love his movement, and I love the way he opens up spaces for other players or whatever. But he hasn't shown up as much as I would like to see him because I haven't seen a good pass, like really, literally, like no good passes, no nothing up top to help the attacking, Galaxy or whatever. It's mainly like just move players, get the ball, push back, alternate, move it to the left or to the right, whatever. That's literally all he's been doing. I haven't seen nothing in the box that's good from him. I haven't seen a shot that's been good from him. So, I mean, this is 3 games in, bro. At least get one shot at a goal,
It's 3 games
Yeah.
in, language very relaxed. We still
yeah,
got a whole season to go.
I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna chop it up to
We
like Diego said.
We still got a whole season to go. You guys are stressing something that's
Yeah.
just starting.
Yeah.
We're building. Come
This
on,
is a podcast, bro. That's the whole point.
You want to stress? That's why you are.
Yeah, this is
Usa.
we got to stress, baby. No, I mean that's kind of what I'm putting into. Obviously, it's a little worrisome seeing him not perform the way we expected, and especially paying him that TAM money. But I do feel that it's early on, where we don't have our full squad yet. If, like I mentioned before, we're still missing the Jet. We're missing the Jet. It's one of our better players.
Okay.
I think he was definitely missing
okay.
today in one of these
Okay.
particular games that are important. So
Okay, we have obviously it's MLS, so we still have a long freaking season ahead of us. How many goals do you literally expect from Grand Sir?
I don't expect goals. I expect assists.
Okay, how many?
I don't think
assists?
he's gonna
How
score
many
20 goals.
assists?
He should assist.
It seems like all our assists are going to be coming in from freaking Vasquez so far. That's like the
Yeah,
person that
I mean,
gets
I
to
expect.
cheat out the most.
Let's see. I would say anywhere from 7 to 12 assists from Grand Sir.
Yeah, I'd need.
That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has
that would I'd accept that number, dude. I would like for him to get at least 1 or 2 goals in too. honestly.
No, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
well-
goals are bonuses.
Yeah, that's the bonus.
Yeah.
I'm looking for more for the assist because
Same.
we gotta feed Chicha.
I agree. I'm there too, man.
Damn, Grand Sir. Yeah, I mean that's a big one, but I think it's gonna
You
come
just
through.
give 'em time.
Once,
So you're saying give 'em
exactly.
time.
I think so because once Cabral comes in, once Koulibaly comes in, these are French players that speak
Once it-
French and they
When they
speak
start
English.
eating French toast together,
Exactly.
like
once
it,
you bridge that gap,
French
I feel like
fries.
it's gonna start to get even easier for him to start to build that chemistry with the rest of the team.
I hope you're right,
And
bro.
Yeah, and not just that. I feel like Grandsir is one of those streaky players where he needs to start to get his confidence. He's not one of those players that can make a difference out of one play. I feel like he needs to get into that game rhythm, and then he starts making these fucking plays
But
that you've seen in these highlights.
Then let me talk to you for a minute. Was you gonna see some of it today? I felt like I saw some
Exactly.
of it today.
Well, that's why I did see, and then that's why I'm more optimistic more now for the future of him playing with us, because that's as soon as I saw him play, I was like, dude, he's one of those tricky players where he needs to start building his confidence. And right now, at least in the last 2 games, his confidence wasn't sky high because for that same reason that he doesn't speak English, so he can't really talk to anybody.
Right.
But I think little by little, once his confidence
Yeah,
starts getting his confidence, it's gonna start to piece in together. So
I didn't even
I'm
know that was
expecting
an issue, man. The whole communication thing. So I mean that honestly does plays a huge part in the learning curve or whatever from Galaxy. So
yeah.
you're right. Let's just see how he reacts or how he starts playing once these other two French dudes come in. Who knows, man? For all we know, he'll probably like open up, be more comfortable, and etc.
Yeah.
Language won't
You know
be a
what?
barrier.
I don't know if it's a confidence thing, because confidence is something that you already have inside you. I think it's more of getting used to your teammates, and you know how when you join a team for the first time, it's like going to school, and you go to a classroom. You're beginning the new school year, and you're in a classroom full of people you've never met before. But by the end of the year, you know who your friends are, you know who the people you don't like are, and you know who you can count on. It's kind of the same here. He's new, he comes here in the middle of a pandemic. Has to go through the whole protocol and the whole process of getting to know his teammates. And I'm sure Vanny and Kalichman and Gato are all trying to promote a very good, healthy environment for to build camaraderie among their teammates. And there's basic things that you can communicate, even if you don't speak the same language. You can do hand gestures, whatever it is. There's certain words that are universal as far as playing the sport. But there's nuances, there's tiny things. Like if you absolutely need to tell somebody, I need you to run and get in that spot right there, or I need you to make this run right when I tell you to, you can't just yell at the guy. The guy's like,
What?
qu'est-ce que c'est? Je n'entends, qu'est-ce que vous avez dit? Je ne sais,
You don't
I
want
mean-
to. You don't want to be the translator, Edgar?
I speak, je parle un peu de français. It's not that
Oh.
good. It used to be a lot better, but not anymore.
Je n'ai pas français.
¿Qué dijo?
Oh,
Salut à tous mes amis dans l'Europe et la France.
Is that Portuguese?
Viva les bleus.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh,
Really lovely.
I also speak Portuguese. Eu posso falar português brasileiro.
Oh, yeah, me too. Andre de Silva.
Boa noite, todo mundo.
you know what, dude? This is how bad the second half was.
But
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Finish it
Eddie,
up.
just
Finish
to
it
wrap it
up.
up.
Go
just
for
to
it,
wrap
go
all
for
up. The thing is, I think that's what's going on here. It's not a case of like his confidence is low. It's like the guy, he's pretty confident. He's a professional footballer. He's playing in America, playing for one of the best teams in MLS history. I think it's just him getting comfortable enough to really understand his teammates, and that's something that it takes time to build, especially when there's that language barrier. You can have Clayton out there, but how long is Clayton going to be out in the field? Right, he only came out in the second half. So
Wait, he came in? What the fuck? I didn't see him.
wait, Clayton
He
came
was,
in?
he was non-existent, bro.
Yeah, those
No,
see.
he was there, dude. A little late, but he was there. Like
I
to
think
the
he
play,
made, like-
he was a little late to the plays, but he was there.
True.
Why are you gonna hit on Clayton after he scored that?
I think he
wonderful
played
goal in
horrible
that
today.
first
I'm
season?
sorry. That's something I gotta throw out. He played horrible today. was not his best game. I honestly
Nah,
thought they
man.
should have kept Alvarez in there. I think they made that sub way too early. Alvarez was
Obviously
to
worked.
me he was the best player in the first
Okay,
half.
if we're being realistic, those subs obviously worked because we didn't get scored on anymore.
What do you mean? We got another. We
Oh,
should have
fuck,
got
you're
scored
right.
like
We
4
got
goals, bro.
the third
Bond,
one,
like
yeah.
you said, Bond was doing his
Seattle
job.
almost killed us in that second
Yeah,
half.
dude, we
Should've
should have at
killed
least
us.
got 4 more goals on us.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's hard. It's hard. You know what? You know what I think mattered, or why he did that sub is because being in the center of the field, you have to have a say. You have to have control of players around you. Like, hey, move here, blah blah blah, etc. etc. And I honestly feel like Alvarez, he doesn't have that leadership role where he's fucking gonna tell Araujo or Fisher like, dude, this and that. And if you put, obviously Kleshin,
Well,
he will do that.
let me
He
let
will
me
put you-
let me
you know
let
what I
me
mean?
let me, let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Before we wrap up this game, because obviously the second half wasn't very eventful, right? You talk about the subs, Kleshin. You talk about Efra taking out. What about the guys that didn't make an appearance? The 2 guys that actually played in the middle, the last 2 games, and the wins.
Yeah, and Harvey.
And Harvey. What do you guys thoughts on that? That's interesting, right? That you guys didn't see these 2 guys. These guys played a part on 2 wins. And Saldana, you can argue that he made some mistakes, but performed better than some people today. Harvey was a sub. He didn't really fuck up on his end.
I mean, we were asking for them in the midweek show that we thought that's who was gonna start.
I mean, if you're looking
And-
at who our best sub was, it was honestly Depew.
Yeah.
He was our best sub.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean Williams wasn't. I think he just wasn't fit, and to come in playing Seattle away on turf, that's a tough ask, especially if somebody who's coming from the European League where all they have is natural grass, where the green is much greener on that side.
Green is much greener. Well, let's
It is. That is the
Definitely
thing.
is. Yeah, he's not as big
By
and
the
hot
way,
over there.
Before we wrap up the second half, there is one thing, and I want to circle back to the whole.
We're not gonna wrap
confidence
it up yet. There's a big thing that happened in
thing.
the half. Go
There's a
ahead.
confidence thing, and this is on Efra. Okay, one of the reasons that Efra, I feel, has looked good in the past, and we have put so much stock into him, is because he was surrounded by better players that set him up and put him in positions to look good. And he has a level of talent where he can shine, but the age thing comes into play, and who knows what else is going on in his personal life. But he's starting to. It's like his confidence is chipping away. And if you're gonna talk about, somebody at his age, he's too young. We can't expect that from him. Look at what happened with the other 19-year-old guys in the league. Talking about Cade Cowell and Caden Clark. Those guys are freaking beasting right now. And they're
Kaden Clark. I mean,
they've been-
Kid Cowell.
they've been
That motherfucker's not 17,
Nah, he's
bro. That
special.
motherfucker- he's
No.
40, bro. That motherfucker's 40. Fuck that. You can't tell me that's a 17-year-old man.
No,
Nah,
but
he,
those guys,
nah, but not real.
Fuck
No,
that.
not real. In all,
they're brimming with confidence.
he's
He-
special.
Yeah,
though.
no, you're right. You're
Dude,
right, Edgar. You're
somebody
right. That's
somebody
right.
should
Who
somebody
said
should
that?
ask the ref
Somebody
for the
said
ID.
that Efra was special. Who was that?
That
Zlatan.
wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
I wasn't me.
Either
I don't know
Zlatan
who's the
was
one-
saying this kid is better than everybody else in this league.
Zlatan.
It sounds
Yeah.
like Bryant. It sounds like Bryant.
Let's
Because
talk
he
about
said that,
Zlatan.
as a joke, or he was just.
Yeah, it's probably both.
No, yeah, Slatan said something like
You know,
that. actually.
Zlatan, bro. He says shit just to say shit. So, I mean, that's a whole different story.
Nah, man. But dude, if with what you're saying, dude, that they put him in spots for him to shine, I don't think that's true, dude. Because if you look at who was the guy that we sold to Chivas, that fucking Mexican dude, was his name?
Antuna.
Antuna, bro.
He was-
He fucking he was shit with us, bro, and he's fucking shining in Mexico, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
He wasn't
Nah,
shit
man.
with us.
I thought he was shit.
I mean,
with
he
us,
wasn't
bro.
He
beast.
wasn't shit. He wasn't beast, but he wasn't shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say shit
Come
either.
on, you
I wouldn't
can't say that. You can't say
Yeah.
he wasn't. He was shit.
No,
I say he
a
was.
beast, though.
I say he was okay. Now
was
he's doing
good.
better.
He was okay. Yeah, you're right. He was okay.
But he
He,
wasn't
he was
shit.
better. Yeah, okay. He wasn't
Better than
shit, but he
Bob.
was aight. He was
Better than
aight.
Bob.
Do you guys think that? You guys think that Efra would flourish in a different system and a different program.
Don't ask me.
We can't say that.
I
though.
mean,
We just
hard to
started a
tell
new program.
because-
That's a whole
It's a
that's
new
a
program.
that's a
Man.
can of worms you opened up because you can look at Jossie and look what happens now. You know what I mean?
You mean Josie?
No, Jossie. I'm talking about
Oh,
Jossie. Sorry.
Giassi.
sorry.
You just changed the system and look what happened.
But Jossie scored.
Giassi was good.
Yeah, he
just went through
scored.
a
He
low.
won.
Oh, really?
yeah.
He was good? Well, one goal in the whole season? Really?
Oh no, that was one season though.
He got demoted to right back. You mean that guy?
but he
You
also
mean that forward?
nah.
You
But
mean that
before
forward?
that, nah, I won't take that either. No,
Yeah,
that's
you can say
no.
that
Let's
about
really,
the
let's
Dallas
really,
one.
That's what I'm
let's
telling you.
let's really
I mean,
back
yeah,
in. Let's
exactly,
really back in.
exactly.
Let's
That's a
really,
whole- exactly.
let's
That's a
really
whole
back
other
in.
can
Let's
of worms.
Rein it in, Eddie.
Let's
Rein it
really
in.
let's really
Exactly.
back in. All right, cool. So second
Let's
half,
go.
nothing much happened. Two things maybe. One, on our end, Chicha, that miss, man, that miss. A guy that's full of
Hey,
confidence.
Could I put an excuse for it? Could I put an excuse?
Sure, if you can.
It was in his bat. It was with his left.
Oh,
No.
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 You have one
He
job.
scored
Mojo.
with his face.
I'm
I know.
The ball has hit his face and it's gone in. That
He
fucker
scores
has-
with his face.
Like
He
I
scores
said,
with his face.
I was trying to make an excuse for him right here, guys.
And the left side of his
I got
face.
nothing. I got nothing.
He
He
Yeah,
should
ran
no,
have
I-
away.
I'm sorry.
made that. He should
No,
have made that.
he should have made that.
He knows he should have made
He
that.
just missed. He just missed. I mean,
And you know what pisses me off as a Chicharito fan, one, and a Galaxy fan? The fact that he tries to play it off like, oh, he touched it. Like, fool, you know he damn well didn't. You just fucked up, man.
he just missed. Yeah.
But he
You
does
just
play
chalk
with
it
a
up to
lot more
that.
heart. You want the consolation prize? There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, he should have made that though. I think if you would have made that, we could have probably tied it. Who knows?
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
would've been
never
a-
know.
it would have been a momentum shift at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
That first goal, man, I think Araujo's should have been a moment of shift.
Yeah, it would have.
Fuck it. Well, what's the other thing that happened, Eddie? What else happened?
The other thing that happened, and that you kind of forget about it, honestly, because it was very late.
the missed goal.
No, well, not that missed goal. I'm gonna skip that. The 3-0 long ball over the top. Araujo kind of sleeps on it, and Rui Diaz, who else, taps it in. I think that was just a let's go for it kind of situation, right?
Like, we're losing the fight. Let's go for a knockout.
Yeah, like you know that Fast and Furious moment. Whether you lose by a mile or by an inch, or you
You
win,
still lost.
you still lost.
Yeah, but fuck them. They didn't even have to go for the goal. Fuck Seattle. Fuck Seattle.
Look, man,
That's
if
all I
you're a
gotta say about
Galaxy or you're Seattle and you have an opportunity to like really twist a knife, you're gonna do it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck them
If I
because
could
they
twist a
twisted that
knife,
knife, bro.
if I could twist a knife against my opponents, I would.
Yeah, of course you're gonna do it. Yeah, of
How many
course. I
times
mean,
have
you're
we
Seattle.
done it?
Yeah, exactly. See,
How many times have we done it?
And
Think
do
about
you think Seattle played against Galaxy like you know how when we play, you're like, oh, let him shoot, he sucks, like that, dude?
take it easy, guys.
Oh,
Take it
that's
easy.
Okay.
fucked up, huh?
Let
That's
him
only
take a
when-
shot, guys. Get
that's
out
only
the
when Zubac
way.
gets
Like
it.
you
That's
let
only when
them, you
Zubac
let
gets
them
it.
play. You let them play because you know they suck. You know, like no, let them play and see what they do. You know, and they just
Hell
saw that they
no.
couldn't do shit, so you just retaliate.
No, they come in like Ivan Drago, man. They come in to kill you. If he dies, he dies.
He dies.
I will break you.
Ah, man. Fuck this game.
And it happens that we expected them to lose.
Nah,
Yeah,
man. I guess like we said, like I said earlier, better now, right now, with Seattle. Prepare us for the Levos next week, man, because that will be another war. And I'd rather us like get shit straight and together now than figuring it out next week. You know what I mean?
And that was Tony's final thoughts on this game. Just final thoughts on this game before we get to awards, guys.
Go for it. My final thoughts are fuck Seattle, go Galaxy.
I'll do a better one than what it didn't hurt that bad.
That's
3-0.
That's what she said.
Yeah, Diego, you gotta. Hey,
Adam.
who's Diego talking to? But it really didn't though, right? We talked about it in the midweek, and honestly, as bad as the score was, I think it went even better than I thought it was gonna go. There were just moments. This game was lost in moments. That's it. And I think in
moments
and I think in
like tears in the rain.
yeah, and I think in bigger moments we were better, more moments, right? So-
Yeah, man.
so-
We deserved the draw, dude.
It's my silver
No, we
lining.
didn't. We should have lost.
Yeah.
Fuck.
it's my silver lining, you know. Like I broke up with the supermodels, like I could still do better, kind of deal.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I still got porn.
Yeah.
Dude, don't worry, man. We'll get you a 12, bro.
Mhm.
And if we can, we'll get you 2 6s. It's all
There
good.
you go. Hell yeah.
There you go. That's the
Exactly.
spirit.
There it
There we
is.
go.
My final thought
More
in
like
this
four
game.
threes.
Go
but
for it,
alright.
Edgar. What's your final
My
thought?
final thought in this game is like I felt coming in they were gonna lose. I didn't think it was in the score line was gonna be like it was. I actually had faith that they would have made it more exciting at 3-2. That's what I predicted, and I was being very positive because I was gonna say 3-1, but somebody else said 3-1, and I was like, you know what?
That was me.
I'm not gonna be a negative Nancy. Let me be a positive Pete. I'll say 3-2. Okay.
Positive Pete.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
I did.
All right. Yeah. So, so for them to lose, fine. You know, you expect. No, you don't expect, but to lose a game like this, but there's a good chance you are because of the weight of your opponent. But my silver lining is it's so early in the season, and yes, it was nice that we got those first 2 wins, and Chicha was on a streak, and everything looked wonderful. But there was so much uncertainty going into those games. You know, like Eddie said, against Inter Miami, they didn't really have much of a preseason, and then New York was such an unknown entity. And here we are, though, against somebody who's very well known, and you know what they can do. And Galaxy is still a work in progress.
Definitely.
Remember, they're evolving every week. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. If this Galaxy team, if the Galaxy team that I expect them to be by, say, June or July, loses to the Seattle team like they did tonight, then I would be worried. But I'm not because it's still too early, and you have other things to worry about, like the game next week. And this game is a good warm up for that. I mean, I'm not saying that this serves as a warm up. I'm saying they're winning. They're thinking is a warm up because you want to win every time, but it sets you up for like the level of play that you're gonna need to bring to the field to beat somebody like
It's
that.
up here. Yep.
To let them know who daddy is, coming in with the belt in the middle of the night, and he's had a bad day. Okay.
Good old positive Pete.
Look at positive. Look at
Is that positive enough for you?
Making it fucking grim.
I just asked her,
Say,
and it had to
Turn
be
into
final.
Grim
and
Greg.
it had to
Turn
be-
into Grim Greg.
It was just final thoughts. Diego, if you want to, you can give final thoughts. If you don't want to, on the game.
It's early in the season. It's a whole new coaching. We have a long way to go. We can't base what we expect off of 3 games. There's more than enough time for us to build. What we should consider is coming the next game that we have coming up, given who it is and what it is, we got to come on and show out. It's time for us to show our big cocks and let them know who daddy is. That's it. Okay, you woke up. Okay, take this, take the L, lick your wounds, move on. Let's get that W next weekend.
Yeah,
Let's show them who the fuck owns this town. And let's remind them it's rivalry week. It's time for us to let them know what the fuck is going on. They can talk all they want, but they're still Chivas USA under a new color. Take that L, that reality check, that wake up call, and it's time for us to okay, fuck it. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's get this shit together. We know what doesn't work. Let's find what does.
All right, I like that.
That's
I
it.
like that. I
All
like
right,
that.
cool. You know what? We're gonna
Bam.
give a.
I like that.
Considering it's rivalry week, we'll give a quick preview-ish. Excuse me.
Avengers assemble.
By the way, to address the chat, they're asking for the phone line. So
We have a phone line?
no, yeah, we did. We have before, but you know what? You know what happens next week, right?
What happens? this
Fitting
week?
for that, we have the rivalry. We move into studio next week.
Dun dun dun.
What?
Yes.
Hey, Logan Jones says if we would have worn the community kit, we would have won. I stand behind that.
Damn, maybe you're right.
That
Well, that's why
community
they wore
kit.
dark colors. Bro.
That would have been really, really hard. Both teams wearing
That would have been
dark
like
uniforms.
that would have been like pro clubs, everybody wearing the same uniform. It'd be like, what the fuck? Why'd you change the
Seattle and LA
uniform?
passing the ball to each
Fucking
other.
FIFA glitch. God damn it.
I know.
Anyways,
Jeez.
you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Award time.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
Willis, you're the newish kind of person. Tell Diego what these awards mean.
Please enlighten me.
Oh shit! I forgot.
I forgot.
Okay, hold on.
Hey,
All right, I
you
know.
feel
Okay,
like that
look.
kid that gets called out of the sleeping class.
Hold on. So
What
there's
happened?
there's the
What?
next standing player.
Yeah.
There's the Geo Award,
Uh-huh.
and there's the You Got Heart Man Award.
All right,
Yeah.
tell them
The honorable
what they
mention.
mean.
Honorable mention. There
You Got Heart Man Award goes to the honorable mention guy who is not the next standing player, but is an honorable mention to
As in
maybe
he
be
was
the next standing.
second runner up for
Runner up,
MVP
basically.
in
Next
that
standing
game.
is your best player of the day for the Galaxy. And your Geo Award is your Game is Off Award, which is
You suck.
basically the worst player of the game for the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you started off, Diego. How about that?
Pick,
Oh.
which one do you
Pick an
wanna go
award.
with?
Pick an
Which one
award.
do you want to go with?
Honorable mention.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Let's
Go.
see.
You got heart, man.
You got heart, man.
You got heart, man.
I'll give it to the kid, 18-year-old Efren.
Oh,
Nice.
I would
I'll
have
give it
never
to him.
gone with him.
Yeah, well, you
That's very generous.
He's 18 years old.
Oh, he
Dude,
took
you-
it literal. He got heart.
You don't need to hold his hand, dude.
Yeah, but come on, he's 18 years old. He's still
So?
not. He hasn't played consistently. He's not.
He
a
has a
starter.
kid. He a man. Let's go.
Oh. All right. So who do you take?
Wait. All right, go ahead. We'll let him off easy. Go ahead.
Yeah, you let me off on that one.
Hey, no, everyone was talking shit. Everyone goes
Yeah.
next.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Heartman Award. You know what? I'll give it to Jonah, just because of the simple fact that I feel like he actually shows signs of improvement. He obviously wasn't a factor in the game. I mean, who was, right? But the fact that our captain is starting to really show that he's not just there as a figurehead, but he's an important player on the field. I think that we're going to see a lot more from him in the rivalry game against Levas, because that means so much to him. But I was very happy that he was starting to do something more this past game. But unfortunately, that was all we could do. But in a game where it was so hard to find anything positive, he was one of the few things that I thought was okay. So yeah, play with heart.
I'll go next because I'll be quick. Exactly what you just said.
Copy.
Uh,
Now, I honestly, exactly what you said, dude. To me,
About letting off easy,
honorable mention has to be Yona, because even though, like you said, he wasn't like showcased to the extreme or he did anything super impressive, but he made himself presence. Like he made himself known in the middle, and everything kind of went through him in order to get to the other side, and that's what I expect from him, man. He literally showed up and he played like a freaking captain, even though we lost. But he had a good game. He was involved in a lot of the ball movement.
Willis, do you think we have the same one? Yes or no?
I think we might.
All right.
Zubac?
Do you want me to go first?
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna go with Grand Sir.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the guy you're asking for. The guy's playing on turf, and I
Okay.
think every possession was a good possession, right?
Yes,
I
he
don't-
didn't fuck up. He didn't fuck up.
I don't think he got a chance. I don't think in this game, I don't think he got a chance to, I guess, show us what he's got. But every time he got the ball, he
didn't lose it.
He did something right.
Yeah,
Whether it was
you're right.
whether it was moving it, taking somebody on and getting fouled. I think that's why I think Grand Sir. We ask a lot from him, but this game is asking a lot from anyone in this team. So for me, Grand Sir is you got heart, man, dude. It has to be.
Sounds good.
And y'all,
Um,
Diego's new, but you two are idiots.
Just suppose.
well, for me, it was between two people.
So it's like
And-
Yona. What the hell?
Grancer was one of them, and the other was Efra. And I'm gonna give it to Efra. He played that first half. We didn't expect much from him. he looked like the best player on the field the first half. He was creating. He wasn't making any mistakes. He was the release valve for Jonah when he was making the tackles. Release valve, boom. Quick 1-2 touches with Vasquez, boom, boom. Makes a fucking pass to Grandsir, like you said. Grandsir just missed it. He makes a nifty pass to fucking Araujo on the edge. Araujo gets to it, makes a fucking cross. Dangerous cross. Chicha can't get to it. Efra was involved in a lot of the offense in the first half. I'm going to give it to Efra. I wish they wouldn't have taken him out that early. I wish that Vanny would have kept him in at least another 15 to 30 minutes and then brought in Peshin, but it wasn't to be. So I'm going to give it to Efra. I'm with my boy Diego. I'm going to give it to Efra.
Thank you.
All right, Diego. Put you on the spot again.
Okay.
2 words left. Geo word. Game is off, which is the opposite of MVP. Next standing, which is the MVP. Which one you go first? You don't have to name them first, but you can just ask us what award you want to go with first.
I'll go with the MVP award.
All right, next standing. Anybody?
I'll go start it.
Go for it.
My next standing player has to be and will be our goalkeeper Bond. I thought he was our best player in the fucking pitch because without him, we would have probably gotten scored 2-3 more goals.
I agree. I'll go next. I mean, it's one of those games where, there isn't much to choose from. Like last week, we were all like,
Mind you guys are picking a goalkeeper that lost 3-0. I just want to keep that in there.
Well,
Exactly.
No. I know. That's
Yeah.
for the audience.
Exactly.
you're putting
As
things
a
in
reference,
perspective.
yes.
But the thing is, last week we were, these awards could have gone to anybody, and there wouldn't really be a Geo award, right? But this week is a whole different, animal, and obviously, the next signing award has to be Bond. He was making these really good saves. He really didn't look bad. There was that one where there was that header to the far post, and it was just some crazy FIFA thing, right, where it kisses the post twice, and he manages to be at the right spot to get the ball before it goes in over the net. Over the line. But he kept us in the game, relatively speaking, kept it respectable. Do you really think that last season, Bingham or seasons before that, Rowe would have been able to do the same? No, I don't think so.
Oh man.
He looked mobile. He made some fantastic jumps to get to the ball. You can see that some of the work that he's bringing to the field is rubbing off from his time with Gato Hartman, because Hartman used to do this kind of stuff himself. But obviously, this guy is pretty talented on his own. So, unfortunately, he got peppered. But
Dude, let's be real, man. All 3 goals were not his fault.
no, they weren't his fault.
They were defensive errors.
Yep.
That's all defense
Yeah.
fault, man. He did his job, and he did the best job he could do.
Oui, d'accord.
That goal.
So yeah, man.
Facts. I'm gonna agree.
Yeah.
Next standing goes to Word is Bond, my boy. Word is Bond, bro. It's got to be the
Okay.
next standing.
Where's Bond?
Word is Bond. Yeah, he played great. Even in all the goals, he still had a chance to get these goals and just missed by an inch, bro. If you see the first goal, he barely missed it. If anything, he probably tipped it a little bit. Second goal, he blocked the first initial shot. Unfortunately, the defense couldn't get the rebound. The third goal, it just is one of those crazy ones that went straight to him and just on his way to trying to cover the second pole went through his legs. I mean, that happens a lot. It happens a lot to a goalkeeper. We know that it happens. And dude, he made 5 saves in a game that he lost 3-0, which means you could have really gone down 6-0, 7-0 easily. So for that reason,
crazy now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He had a lot of
I mean-
beautiful. He had a lot of beautiful stops to his first
yeah,
post, right in the first post.
his position is ridiculous, bro. He puts himself in a position to make every single block, to be honest. And that's one of the things that I like about him. As a goalie, you put yourself in position, you have a chance to block every shot. So next signing player, Word is Bond.
Word.
Now comes the fun part. Man, Diego, Geo
No, wait.
word.
No.
Oh.
Eddie hasn't said anything.
Harry, pinche Harry.
Eddie's
Diego
caught
hasn't said
sleeping.
either.
Look at that. He's doing his best Araujo performance right there.
Nah, right? Next standing is difficult. I think I definitely could see. I can see Bond for what he did, but it's hard to give it to someone for the 3-0. Then I see in the chat. I see a lot of like pushback. So because of that reason, I'm gonna go Jonah because of the whole pressure, right?
Yeah.
Jonah also, can't say flawless, but also had a very good game, dude. I think Vasquez did too. If Vasquez would have did the 90 minutes, maybe I would have gotten Vasquez. But, Jonah gave you your 90 minutes. Jonah gave you your 90 minutes after walking off. Jonah gave you 90 minutes playing on turf. So, Jonah is hard to blame on anything in this game. Jonah didn't have a partner. It's not Efra's fault. It's
more Vanny's fault.
It's my Geo Award winner's fault. So Jonah for me, next standing, I think Jonah did what he could and the best he could, and I don't disagree with you guys with Bond, but it's just for me to give it to a keeper that conceded 3, although it's not his fault.
Dude, I mean, even in
hard.
fantasy, he made like 4 points in
Yeah,
fantasy.
no, I get you. No, I get that.
And we
I get
lost
that.
3-0.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, I understand that. It's just for me. I said for me, it's no.
No, I gotta go with the guys. It's Bond, dude. Look, you're the last person as a goalie. You're the last one there, and if you still hustle and try to make the stop, and you still make stops after fucking the way your defense was playing, come on, you can't take that from the guy. The guy put in the work. You gotta show him the love. You can't do that. You can't just say, "Oh, everyone's on it. I'm gonna go against the grain." Don't go against the grain. Give the guy his credit. The credit's due. The guy put in the work. It like he said, some of those fucking shots that were on goal, Bingham would have let him go. There would have been goals on Bingham. Am I lying?
True. Some of them would have.
Dude, come on. Some of them?
I'm being nice, okay? I'm being nice. He was still a Galaxy player. Please. I gotta be nice to him.
It was 10 shots on goal. It only been like 7-0. We're not.
Fuck.
What is this, goals?
10 shots on goal, bro.
Even as a joke, it's pretty realistic.
One of the biggest differences between Bingham and Bond is that Bond always looks like he's in control of the situation. Even down 3-0, he still looks confident and in control of the situation, and you could tell he commands that back line.
Oh yeah.
Bingham would have been like dropping F-bombs left and right after that first goal. He would have been talking to his gloves. I mean, goalkeepers are a strange bunch anyway. I mean, if you're a man like a true goalkeeper, they talk to themselves and they talk to fucking like Hanks and demons.
Come on,
floating
hands,
around.
don't feel me now.
Yeah, bro.
No, I've seen like I remember like there are times where like Donovan Ricketts, like I would watch him really close, like because I sit in the north end, right, and I would watch him and he would be talking to himself. He would have conversations with himself during spaces in the game, and it was really weird. But anyway, going back, Bingham would have been going nuts, man. He would have been like screaming at nobody in particular, but look at the difference Bond makes, and he has Gato backing him up. So despite the heavy loss, going forward, there's our confidence in the back line, and we can expect to see every single week.
Consistent,
and who knows what Klinsmann is working on with Gato, because it's not just with Bond, it's the whole goalkeeping core. So,
well, look, how many times did we see Bond after we're down 2-0 still come out, put in the effort, not give up? You can't take that from the guy. He played a great game. So
Good, man.
I'm happy for him.
What's left? What's the last one?
Gio.
Gio Award.
That's a fun one, man.
Pinche
You won this big Gio.
Topo Gio.
I'll start. I kind of don't want to give him that award because I see so much potential in that. Not even a kid because he's 29, but I see so much potential in that player. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna give it to the dude, the one and only Mr. Fisher. He played the worst out of the whole squad.
Yeah,
I think.
Let me go next because
Go for it,
the
Eddie.
game is off. It's a big wide variety of people you can give it to. So to me, it's Greg Vanny.
He's not
Oh,
even a player.
Game is off.
that?
Game is off. Award.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, but now that you brought it up,
Yeah. GPS is like undisputed right now.
that's
You know,
disputed.
No, I don't have to say much more, but the subs.
All right, man. Damn.
I think the halftime
Damn.
subs, maybe the subs were right, but not all at once.
Yeah.
I think it's
Mhm.
like Greg Vanny's done so great in the last 2 games, and it felt like he hit the panic button, and
Yeah.
to sub out everyone at once in a game, it's not fitting for what he's
Yep.
been preaching and what he's been doing. So, for me, easy, Greg Vanny.
I didn't even think about that, but that's a good one actually. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'll take it back. I'll give it to Vanny over. I didn't even think about him, dude. Honestly, I
Takesy
didn't think
backsies,
about.
bro. There's no takesy backsies.
You're right. though,
Fucking
you're
didn't
right,
think of
though, man.
it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's got to be Fisher. As much as Vanny, the subs, and
Yeah, you know what?
Vanny, the
I take it
lineup,
back. I'll
the
go back
players-
to Fisher.
the players play the game. The players are the ones out there hustling and bustling. But Fisher just wasn't his game, man. It wasn't his game today.
Yeah.
He had a horrible game. It's the reason why he got subbed out after the first half. I felt it was too late in the first. I felt that he should have got subbed out in the first half. So I'm gonna give it to Fisher. His game was off. Not to say he's not a good player. Just today was not his day.
Yep. Totally agree, man.
Who's next?
Go for it, Edgar.
Okay. Well, I don't want to say Vanny. And the reason I don't want to say Vanny is because Vanny and his coaching staff put the best lineup out there, considering the circumstances. Nola Jet and Kevin Cabral still not on the team because I don't know if you guys listened during the game. There were some issues with his paperwork, which is one of the reasons why his debut has been delayed.
Yeah.
So you got to go with the cards you got against a tough opponent. And I really had a lot of hopes that Fisher would have a better game. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So to me, it has to be O'Neal Fisher. Those first 2 goals went right through him, literally right through him. Brad Smith was running him down and just owning him. He just owned him.
You gotta hit the weight room a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even. I mean,
No, it wasn't just that.
Brad Smith's just a big dude. Yeah, he just out-muscled him. You would think that O'Neal Fisher's speed or his pace would be able to counteract that, but not in this day. Not on this
Yeah, it's
day.
harder.
And unfortunately,
I think-
that's what determined the outcome of the game in favor of Seattle. A different type of defender would have put the clamps down on Brad Smith. Unfortunately, Major League Soccer and doesn't really invest in quality defenders, not like they do in other leagues. Because remember when we were looking for a DP over the winter, I kept bugging people like we should go for Thiago. He's open, he's like, yeah, but no.
Brazilian
Why?
Thiago?
Yeah. Why are we gonna invest, in a defender? We need firepower. But as you can see,
Chelsea Thiago.
yeah, Chelsea Thiago, yeah, defense is so important. And MLS just doesn't do that. They don't invest in quality quality defenders. And when they do come over, somebody like Ashley Cole, they're already past their prime. You hope that you build somebody from the inside, like somebody like Brad Davis, from Seattle. He was one of the best defenders in league history. But it's hard to have that. Galaxy was very lucky. They got AJ and Omar at the same time. And they surrounded them with other guys that were pretty good. But how often are you going to get that? And unfortunately, MLS doesn't do that. So we got to get guys like the Derek Williams. And I don't want to hate on Fisher, but he just wasn't up to the part of it. So Gio Award, man.
Yep.
Fisher, baby. Sorry.
Hold up. Could I ask you guys something that we haven't even mentioned?
Wait,
But I want to know what you guys think about that, or what you guys, yeah, exactly. What you guys think? If we would have had legit in the starting lineup, would have made a difference?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course. Yep. No doubt. No doubt, because you don't make those subs.
Because we haven't
that
even talked
early.
about that at
Yeah.
all.
Not just
No.
do you not make those subs, you don't put Fisher in.
No, you don't. You don't.
You put Araujo.
You know what? The one thing you said, you don't make those subs. Because I was gonna say no, but you know what? You're right. You don't make those subs.
You don't make those subs.
Yeah, you don't make those subs. So yeah,
And it sucks that he's missed these 2 games now because he's missed opportunity to play against New York and against a quality opponent like Seattle. You could use that kind of experience going forward in the season,
Yep.
especially against our next opponents. But now he's gonna come in fresh. Yeah, he's had 2 weeks off, but you missed that opportunity to meld and grow with your team as you're
Right.
going along. Because practice is one thing, but playing in a game is a whole different thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Facts.
Did Dale give his Gio word?
No,
No, he hasn't.
but I'll still go with Fisher because that second goal was trash.
that
That second goal.
trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Pay me like one of your French girls."
Like that.
I think it's the easy one. We all expect something for Fisher, and it sucks because we put Julian under pressure for that reason, and
Yeah.
and now it's like, fuck, who's our right back?
No, I'm sorry to say,
Felcher?
Araujo. No,
Felcher?
Araujo is our right back, dude. Araujo
Felcher
is our right back.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So no one considers Steris.
Like I said earlier, dude, you cannot have Araujo and Fisher playing in the same game. It's either Araujo or Fisher, but you cannot have them both in the same fucking game. At least
Agreed.
that's my assessment.
That's a good point because let's say one or the other doesn't have a good game, you can switch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. But I think right back spot, it's one or the other, man. One or the other.
I still think we should put Zubac back there and see what he can do.
Alasardes, baby.
I mean, there's some forwards that turn out to be good defenders.
Nah, dude, Zubac is a good.
So Brian's not here. I don't have the logins for the question, so we're gonna do a little bonus real quick, right? Not all of us get to do the midweek show. Big game coming up next.
Dun dun dun.
We're gonna play Chivas USA, Levas, or
Levas USA.
Levas USA, as some people like to call them.
The imposters.
Let's do some quick predictions. Willis ran away.
Levas USA, the Roman Reigns of MLS.
There you
Can I
go.
start? Can I start?
Sure.
I'll start.
Sure.
I'll start.
I want hold on before you go, because you've never done midweek. So midweek
Never done
goes
midweek.
Score and goal scorers.
Score and goal scorers.
Yes, and
Okay.
you know what? Since you don't do midweeks, what we have to do to win? I'm gonna put you in the spot.
What do we have to do to win?
Yeah, Edgar, you don't have to do that because for the most part you're on it. Tony never done a midweek, so the
Okay,
win.
Well, one, I think Seattle is a tougher opponent than Levas. I do think that. I've seen Levas play their most recent games, and they're not really that impressive, honestly. I think they were a better team in the previous years. They were better when they had Phillips and top. They're just not overall that great of a team compared to their previous years. So with that in mind, I honestly feel like we're at home. We're gonna fucking fight to the death. We have to fight to the fucking death. And I think we're going to win a 2-1 game against Levas. And the goals are coming from Chicha and Legit.
Oh.
And I'm going to say that. And I'm going to say, if I have to put it on their fucking team, who's going to score for them, or that doesn't matter either.
No, it doesn't matter if you want to.
All right, fuck them. Nah, fuck them. But I say Chicha scores his first goal against Levas, and Legit comes up again because he's legit, you know?
I like it.
Mr. Becky G coming through.
Willis, you got a prediction up there since you got here? I just need a prediction and goal scorers from you.
Prediction for next week. I think we win 2-0.
Ballsy.
2-0
Goal scorers?
because they don't have their full squad. They got injuries. They're just getting Rossi back, and because they're Chivas USA, so fuck them.
Who are your goal scorers?
Goal scorers. I say Chicha 1, and I'm gonna go with Lord Zubak.
I
Oh,
knew you were
I
gonna
was
say
gonna say that.
that. I knew you were gonna say that. Lord Zoo.
Lord Zoo
Lord
is gonna
Zoo.
get one
You
next
know,
week.
you know what's funny? I'm like the only original in this particular episode. I'm gonna do a special question. Anyone that's been here before since the beginning knows what's coming next. Edgar. I just need the score and the goal scorers from you.
Okay. I say Galaxy wins in convincing fashion, 3-1.
Oof.
Goals by Chicha. I'm gonna say Zubak too, just because
Oh,
for some
Zubak.
reason he likes to feast on birria.
Nice.
You know. And third goal, a surprise, folks. Coming in as a sub, I see Kevin Cabral scoring his goal on his
Ooh.
debut.
I don't think the timeline fits though. Give me
DPs
some-
have a history of scoring
That'd be
goals in their
awesome.
first games.
All right,
That would be
So
awesome.
just
Nice.
give me backup just in case, because the timeline might not fit. He might not make it. In case he can't make it, who
In
scores that
case he
third?
can't make it, third goal. I say Chicha gets the brace.
Cool. In the midweek show, we'll know if he's made it then, and you could give
Yeah.
your actual goal scorers. Diego's looking at his phone, but I'm gonna put him on the spot.
All right,
Diego.
well-
so Diego, here's a couple things. So again, you don't get to do the midweeks. This is a very special appearance for you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, that we, dude. Diego, we love Diego. So Diego,
I would say I would put this at a 2-1. For sure, Zoo. I'm not sure about Chicha.
he said for sure Zoo.
Damn.
Like it.
Hey,
like
he-
it.
Lord Zoo.
He's that kind of
Lord
kid,
Zoo,
man.
baby.
He's that kind of kid, and it's gonna be someone's surprise. The second goal's gotta be somebody's surprise. I don't know who.
A sub maybe?
Zubak is the hawk
Alvarez. Oh.
of the Galaxy.
Well,
You
you
know
have to
what I'm talking
understand.
about,
Look, well, you know, we saw Chicha come off a little bit, you know, shaky, so he might not be 100%. So it has to be.
He's fine. They just stepped on him, dude. That just hurt. He was being a little
Oh.
bitch. You
Ah,
know?
se lo
He only broke his
pisaron.
foot, It's fine.
Yeah.
Se lo
He only
pisaron.
broke his
Pisaron,
foot.
yeah.
He'll be
I said
fine.
legit and Zoo.
Legit and Zoo.
Legit and Zoo. Yeah.
And yeah,
Uh,
before you go on, dude. Look at the way we're talking about Zubak, dude. It's like if this was Cobra Kai, that dude's Hawk, man.
Chicha Miguel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Zoo
right.
Hawk. Zoo Hawk.
Ah,
Wow.
hey, fool,
Hawk.
no, fucking, nah, fuck no, dude. Fucking Bella's Miguel, fool. That fool that was out, fool. He's gonna try to make a comeback. Nah, it's done, son.
Who broke his neck?
Yeah, he's done.
Fucking Robbie Keane broke his neck.
Robbie Keane literally broke his neck.
Where's that rumor that I heard that the one of the writers of the show is
One
a
of the writers
Galaxy
is a
fan,
Galaxy fan.
and
Yeah.
that's why they made him Robbie Keane.
That's why you're meeting Robbie Keane.
That's not nice. So I'll give my
Fuck.
Better than Bob. Better than Bob.
there you go.
How you doing, Bob?
Careful with those staircases, Bella. You said 3-1?
2-1.
2-1.
I like 3-1. Again, defense still transition. I don't see us shutting out anybody for a while. I mean, it's two
Who's
goals.
scoring?
It's 2 goals, and 3. For us, 3-1. Legit, Cheech, and Grand Sir.
Ooh.
I want to see Grand
Alele
Sir's first
bleu.
goal against Levas. I would love that.
Yeah, well, the offense has to click there, and I think Grand Sir is French, right? And
Last time I
Dude,
checked.
I want to see him take down the line, cut in, and shoot. And he still hasn't done that yet.
I use Pavon as an example, right? Argentine, and he's just like cool. He played a couple games, and then when did you
Right.
first feel it?
Velas or Levas, I mean.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. That's just it, bro. You just gotta feel it. Like you feel the hatred.
Once you feel it, yep.
Yeah, I think
No, you're right, and there's gonna be fans in the
And you-
stands too.
And
so.
we're at home, yeah, man.
you never look back again. That's it. So Grand Sir for sure. Grand Sir legit, and Chicha. Chicha has to get it.
He has to.
Yo.
Yeah.
He has his opportunity today, at least to get one, and you didn't make it.
no. I'm talking about in the rivalry game
Oh, that's what I'm
against
saying.
Levas.
He's gonna get no matter what in every fucking game. He's at least gonna get one fucking opportunity to score. It's up to him to make that happen. He's gonna get that opportunity in Levas. It's up to him to make it happen. I can almost assure you that.
But the thing is that this is an opportunity. You know how much attention this game is going to get, especially because it's going to be rivalry week. The fact that he started off so well, there's going to be a lot more attention on him. And Vela right now, it's like nobody knows what's going on with him. I mean,
he's chubby, bro. He's Chicha back in the days.
The funny thing is, like, that first game, right? They sub him out and they say, "Oh, it was a mistake," but the guy was, I guess, legitimately injured.
He didn't look in form, dude.
And now it's coming out. So who knows if we're gonna see Vela or not? But they're still a dangerous team. But if Chicha comes in there in form like he is right now, and he just freaking whips up the belt and starts laying like fajazos left and right, throws a chancla in there. That'd be a beautiful thing, man. And then you would hear the silence of the goats all over the LA.
Meh.
No, just calladitos,
It's
lined
the
up
silence
for
of
the
the
slaughter.
lambs.
Oh, meh.
Silence of the goat.
Silence of the lambs.
I like that. That'd be a beautiful thing, man. Go ahead.
All right, on to the next week. Fuck that. Hell yeah. Fucking down. It's gonna be lit.
Oh
Let's do
man.
it.
And I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to be there.
I'll get drunk with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's
Keg stand.
We'll run it back, guys. For those that went to the home opener, man, we'll be at the same park, same spot, same place. We'll kick it there. Let's do it.
That's what's up.
And anybody that watched before, the double bonus. This is something we used to do at the end of every episode, and I completely forgot.
What is it?
Every single episode once the season starts. Let's see who picks up on it. Who remembers?
Dun dun dun.
Playoffs. Exit first round. That's how the season ends for me.
What?
Every episode we do
I
this.
still say we barely missed the playoffs.
Bernie
Nope.
Miss.
Fuck. Nope. We're making fucking playoffs.
Last game, we lose to Houston.
Nah, man.
Wait, did we play Houston?
Oh man.
Nah, man.
Don't matter. We still lose to
These are
Houston.
your
Last game. We
predictions.
don't play them.
This is how every episode ends. New guys. How does the season end? Position wise and playoff wise.
All right. How does 3 games in? How does the season end?
No.
My prediction is. Wait, what?
What position we end up in?
Oh, 5th spot.
Okay.
Playoff wise.
We're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it all the way, bro.
Wow. And losing the final, win the final.
I'm not saying we're gonna win the championship, but we're gonna make it all the way.
Oy.
I do feel that, man. I feel that the Galaxy has built a camaraderie, like some brother fucking love, like they feel like a family, and that's gonna go a long way in these games, man. It's gonna go a long damn way, man. Cause I mean, I've played with a lot of friends, but I mean, if they're your closest friends, dude, you play better. So you know what I mean, like
Tier.
like you guys said, this is only 3 games in. They still have a lot to work in. And we've seen the potential, and we've seen like their defaults, but I see more upside than downside, especially with the people coming in.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still see us making the playoffs as like a low seed. I think they get past the first round and then run into somebody really strong in the second round and go out, in a good fight. The thing is that the team is still evolving. Somebody on YouTube mentioned that, if we play Seattle in the first round, we are fucked. I don't think so.
Nah.
That's why I made that statement that, losing to them like this at this point of the season, yeah, you expect to lose some games, and if you're gonna lose some games, lose against a good team like Seattle, right? But I really feel that this team's starting to come together, and by the end of the season, barring some unfortunate events, I think the Ox is going to be a really tough team to play.
You're saying the
But
perfect
here's
storm.
the thing. Here's the thing. Right before the season, we were all concerned with how Chicharito was going to be doing. Right, all that training, all that talk. How's he going to do? He comes in, he scores 5 goals in those first 2 games. Right, they panned
3
him
games
so
now.
much. Well, 3 games, yeah.
5 goals, 3 games, still good.
Yeah. No, what I was going to say was like he comes into his third game and he just misses that 1 goal, which could have really made a difference in the outcome of the game because it adds added pressure to Seattle, right? But going forward, how much of our hopes are really riding on him now, even more so than before the season started? Because before the season started, we were like, okay, he scores 10 goals, that's a good thing. But he's got, he's halfway there already. So we're like, oh shit. So how much of the team's hopes are riding on him? If he gets hurt, is that it for the Galaxy?
Dude, not even if he gets hurt.
Viking
If
funeral?
he gets called up to the Mexican League, bro. If he gets called up to the Mexican International League, imagine what that's gonna do to us.
Yeah.
No, you know what? No, I don't think.
Because we're not just gonna lose him.
No.
We're gonna lose 2 other players.
You forget. There's still that unknown factor, Edgar. So we don't know. We don't know what Cabral is yet. So
Exactly. That's what I was
and
gonna
this
say.
is why we do this every week, and this is why we can save this argument for every week. So, hi Diego.
Hey Eddie,
Hey, what's up? We make playoffs.
we made playoffs.
Okay.
6, 7.
What else do we do? What else do we do?
How far do
Diego?
we go?
Tell me.
I honestly would put it at a second round, and then we kind of like, okay, we're still building. We're not there yet. We still got another year to go, but yeah, second round.
There you go. And I'm happy with all the answers except for this, because he's a piece of shit. He lives in Spurflandia now.
I know.
So-
Yes, I
so
do.
I
do.
That's the energy he kind of got.
I live near the PP part.
So definitely, thank you, Diego. Diego, thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
I love that jacket too.
Oh,
By the way.
thank you.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And,
It's nice. Very nice.
We about to get up out of here. You guys got anything else before we go?
So retro.
Let's go retro.
Ooh.
Kobe Jones.
Interesting, too. Very
Kobe
retro.
Jones,
I love
baby.
it.
No,
You know
that's so classic.
We just gotta have faith, man. We just gotta have faith. It's still an early season. It's an early start. We still got a shitload of games ahead of us. Let's go from there and take it a game by game.
Nice. And you talk about faith, and
We gotta keeping the faith.
Gotta have faith. Come on.
and you mentioned faith, and I haven't said this in a while, but I used to say this all the time, dude. Thank you, everyone, for watching us. The world is fucking crazy. We're almost there. We're actually almost there, man. They said June or something, which is a month away. But even if it goes a little further than that, dude, relax. We're there. Look what we've gone through already, right? We're just everyone knows. Well, most people that you know have already been vaccinated. Disneyland is open. People are crying. You know, people are at the digs. We're not that far. We're actually almost there this time. I said it when we started going.
Dragons are coming.
Yes.
The dragons are
The
coming.
Dragons are coming. And to top that off, next week, most of us will be live in a studio together.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So that's going to be dope.
Are we all gonna be on the casting couch?
Oh, no. That's only,
That's only for you.
that's
big
only,
boy.
that's only for you. So if you're watching this live,
Hey, I don't know if you saw it, but it looked like a casting couch. Look at that. Eddie, move to the side. Look at that thing.
Just the happens at night after dark, you know?
everyone's
So,
seen it. Yeah.
So, Diego, so state your name, your age.
You have an
where
ID?
you're from.
Again, hey,
I do not know what you guys are talking about.
Tony debuted that couch.
I'll send you a link.
Thank you everybody for watching. We really appreciate you guys. If you're watching this live on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button. If you're listening to the stream service, make sure to share, like, whatever helps us to spread the word around. And we're gonna start getting out of here. My name is Eddie. You can find me on Instagram, anything that has a social media tag to it, as Eddie Nags all together. Willis.
You can find me on the Twitters as @Willis with a U _89. Edgar.
Bonne nuit, mes amis. Je m'appelle Edgar. Vous cherchez moi dans le Twitter at Edgar Nags. Anyway, I want to wish everyone a good night. Keep the faith. It's been a long season. Every game feels like it's an eternity, but you know what? Like Eddie said, hopefully by the end of the season, we're going to have a packed stadium, and these games are going to take into a whole different level. A year ago, it didn't seem like this, but we've been through a lot. Anyway, good night, y'all.
Do you have to pass out to Tony, Edgar?
Hey, Tony. Sorry, man. You're in the Death Star, and it's I always forget how scary it is over there.
No worry, man.
Has the boss been bugging you over there?
Now, you know what? When you're your own boss in the Galactic Empire, it's all good, you know? But, if you guys want to find me in my social medias, you can find me under Tony_Royale, and that is on Instagram or Twitter.
All right, cool. Diego,
Nice.
if you don't want to, it's okay. But
You guys can find me at the next game. I'll be the guy that's drunk.
there you go.
You can find him at the next game.
There you go.
Just at him at the next game.
There you go. And that's going to do it for all of us. For Willis, Tony, Edgar, special thanks to Diego. My name's Eddie. Till next time.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Let's hit the stadium, welcome to the tailgate. La carne asada, las cervezas and them fine babes. Throw on a jersey and represent for LA. Let's keep it pushing through the 110 on the freeway. So bring the soccer ball, we getting at the soccer moms. Politic with OGs, waiting till the game is on. 121, sit behind